Samsung did something really punchy this year, and that is name one of their smartphones Ultra. And it's a strong move because it's basically Samsung telling us that they made the best smartphone ever. And with branding a phone Ultra, it literally has to be the best of the best and give features that other phones don't. And to be fair to Samsung, they did actually give us a few things like that. For example, the 100 times zoom, even though that got absolutely slated. They really went for it with that phone, and that's exactly what a phone should be if you're going to call it the Ultra. But as we know, in the Note 20 series this year, it looks like that type of phone, the absolute specs monster, isn't coming in this series anyway. All the rumors have suggested that the Ultra or the specs beast won't be coming to the Note 20 lineup, and we'll get more of a plus type of phone with the highest end Note smartphone. All these supply chain sources say there are in fact only 2 phones in the series that are being worked on. There's no information on a third. And with one of the phones being slightly smaller than the other, which is only logical. And actually not a huge difference between them in terms of screen size anyway, but we do know from the sources that the bigger version, the Plus version, is going to be getting some better hardware, most notably in the camera department and the screen department. Actually, even getting some stuff that the S20 Ultra doesn't have, for example, this new type of screen backplane technology called LTPO, which should be more energy efficient. But up until now, this phone has been called by everyone the Plus, the Note 20 Plus, and that's because there are just some compromises that it makes that don't really make it an Ultra type of phone. For example, they're taking away the 100 times zoom and making it 50 times zoom, which most people agree is a really sensible thing to do, but it doesn't really fit in with the Ultra type of branding. And the battery is smaller too, and not to mention the actual code used for this phone is the same code as Samsung uses for its Plus versions of phones. In any case, there was a Bluetooth certification released online yesterday that shows a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra branding for the top end phone in the lineup. Not 100% confirmed. Actually, some Bluetooth listings last time around had the S20 series named as the S11 series, so this definitely isn't 100% confirmed and Ultra is coming. In any case, we will find out for sure soon enough. The actual naming scheme and branding that Samsung are going to use is usually found out maybe a few weeks before the official launch. So we don't have that long to wait until we know for sure what Samsung are going to call this. But I hope it's the Plus, even though it's a really good phone and does have some hardware upgrades over the S20 Ultra. It just seems to fit in with the Plus branding from Samsung's previous phones. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see. Also in Samsung Note 20 news, it looks like we are going to be yet again stuck with the same ultrasonic fingerprint sensor that has been used in the previous few years' versions of Samsung phones. So as we know, Qualcomm have made a brand new fingerprint sensor called the Sonic Max, which is the upgrade to the one that Samsung use. It's still ultrasonic, but it is much bigger, 17 times bigger. You can also use 2 fingerprints at once to unlock the device to make it extra secure. It had been hoped that Samsung may have used this and implemented it in the Note 20 series, but the information from Max, a post by him, says that it's just not ready. It's hoped to go into production soon, but definitely not early enough to be put into the Note 20 series. Interestingly, also, Max mentions that Qualcomm may not want to tie up exclusively with Samsung to use this sensor as they did do with their first generation, which is why we don't see this ultrasonic sensor on other smartphones. Anyway, it looks like we'll be getting the same fingerprint sensor. Maybe the S21 series will use it next year. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that is it for now. Subscribe for all the latest tech news. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.